Hi, my presentation is about social networking and online privacy. The topics I'm going to cover today are what information are you sharing when you use social networks, and how may your social networking information be used and shared. And I'm going to cover privacy policies and tips to be more secure online. The first topic we're going to cover today are what information are you sharing when you use social networking. Firstly, have your profile. Most social networks allow users to create detailed online profiles and connect with others in the same way. This may involve users sharing information with others, such as gender and age and family informations, interests, and educational backgrounds. Secondly, you have your status. Most social networks allow users to post status online in order to communicate with others quickly. Though there may be privacy settings to restrict access to these status updates. These networks are frequently designed to broadcast information and quickly and publicly. Your location, which is the most dangerous among all of them. Many social networks are designed to broadcast your real-time location, either as um, public information or as an updatable, viewable, and authorized contacts. This may allow users to check in into a local event or business, or share one's location with contacts within their network, which is very, very dangerous. And finally, we have shared content. Many social networks encourage users to share content such as music, photographs, videos, and other links to other web pages. How may your social network information be shared and used? There are three different main ways. There are many different other ways, but these are the three main ways. Publicly available information. Publicly available information. Every social networks allow you to post some information that's completely publicly accessible. This can be anything from your username to individual posts to your entire account. It can be all public. This kind of public posts are not blocked behind any access or any kind of access restriction. Anyone, including strangers, which is very, very dangerous, anyone including strangers can view this information and have a lot of information about you. However, there may be other data that you share publicly without realizing it, and there are less obvious ways that your information may be treated as public without permission. The second way people use or share your information is using advertising, which is the main way. Your own publicly posted content isn't the only way that you can be tracked, and advertisers are very interested in the information that can be gathered by tracking your online activity. This may include tracking which websites a user has viewed, storing information associated with specific websites, such as like if you have things in your shopping cart in like so.com or Amazon. Advertisers use these information. And we have behavioral advertising. This term is used to describe the practice of tailoring advertisement to individual personal interests. You may know it by a big example is Google. Google uses our microphone to indicate and detect what are we talking about, so they can forward advertising into our feeds in our applications that we use that have ads and advertisements. They use our microphones, and they detect what are we talking about, what are we interested in, and they forward these advertising to us. This is a very expensive way for advertising, but it's one of the most used ways of sharing and using information. And lastly, we have third-party applications, are programs that interact with the social network without actually being part of the social network. So these applications have access to everything that you have access to everything that you have in your social network account. Even if you have it privated, they have access to it if you give them access, if you accept their privacy policies, which I'm going to talk about in our next slide. It's the most important thing. People skip privacy policies. It's one of the most important things. Applications could use your personal information, share it everywhere without you noticing, and you can do anything about it because you accepted their privacy policies. Privacy policies, which is one of the most important reasons people get targeted online. Most people skip over the privacy policies when joining a social network. However, a user can learn a lot of useful information by reviewing a privacy policy before signing up for a service. A social network policy will explain how the social network will collect and use information about people who visit the site. Always review privacy policies. Do not skip them. Every single one skips privacy policies and just accept and agrees. It's a very, very dangerous thing to do. You always have to read these privacy policies, especially in third-party applications. When reviewing our privacy policies, remember privacy policies can change, sometimes dramatically, which means that you may be accepting something, but in the next update they change it, but which changes the privacy setting that you have. This is a very, very dangerous thing, and people need to keep attention for this problem. Terms and service may have information that's as important as privacy policies. The privacy policies only cover the social network, so it does not cover third-party applications. So you need to read the privacy policy of third-party applications as well. Our last slide here, I'm going to give you tips to be more secure online. So when registering for an account, always use a strong password, different from other different in every single social media or every single site. You could use a password manager. It's way easier for your life. You can generate passwords. It's going to be nearly impossible for anyone to hack into your account. And to private security questions, people usually skip them, or people put right information. A good way to avoid being hacked is to put false information about security questions, and always use them. Consider creating a new email address just for your accounts. It's just an email address is specialized for your accounts, and you can use a notepad or password manager to keep everything memorized if you forget anything. Provide the most minimum amount of personal information, or the most you're comfortable with. This is the safest way to keep yourself safe, is to not provide enough information for everyone to know everything about you. Be as secretive as anything. Like, anyone can into your account and learn so many things about you, and know your location, know everything. And privacy, always review privacy policies and terms of service. That's it. Thank you guys for listening. My source was privacyrights.org. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. Bye.